Lorne?
You're not recording me with that stupid witch, are you?
Oh, Lorne, no, I'm not recording you with that. That's how you refer to women. That's real nice.
That I don't consider that a woman. I consider that a witch. That's why she likes octopus and she likes spiders. She can tangle people up in their web.
Nothing is wrong with spiders. Now, anyway, what was with all those?
They're disgusting, just like her.
Okay, what was with all those messages? Because see, these are things that you've said to me. These are things that you have called me. So now, as I was saying,
She wants to do stupid shit like that. She put my mom on the fucking internet. A 77-year-old woman that hasn't done anything to anybody. Are you fucking kidding me? How can anybody, especially a woman, explain that?
why is this the thing about women when you call women bitches
Just
and whores?
get him, Ramonuh. Just get him. Come on.
They're doing shit to me that I don't deserve. Fucking right, they fit the profile.
Okay,
You deserve
when
it,
you
Lorne.
called me those things.
Well,
but I guess
how did you get tangled up in her little web? How did she talk you into doing this shit?
You're not going to talk to me like that.
No, you can't answer the question? It's a question I asked you before, and you said you didn't. You lied to me.
No, you're not going to talk to me like this. I am done with it.
You like what? But, and so I should just accept what you've done and not be mad about it.
Lorne, for the last 9 months, all it has been is you drunk and texting me nasty shit. You've insulted my grandmother. You've insulted my parents. You've insulted my friends, all because they don't jive with your reality and because they take time away from you. You have been nothing but selfish.
I didn't record you, put you on the internet.
Lorne, I don't care if you record me. I have nothing to hide from what I've said to you.
Why are you trying to turn shit around?
No, I'm not trying to turn anything around.
You're certainly not explaining anything to me.
I don't owe you anything. I don't owe you.
Really? You don't owe me anything. After 7
months, how do I owe you?
After 7 months of us being on the phone, 8 to 10 to 12 hours a freaking day, and
I think
get you involved in this shit?
Lord, I don't owe you anything.
Yeah, you're smarter than that.
What does my intelligence level have to do with you being entitled or thinking that you're entitled to get something from some bitch cunt piece of shit whore that you've never met?
Considering I let my whole self go with you.
Lord, how many times have I told you not to love me? How many times?
Give me that bullshit. Don't give me a line of fucking back ass bullshit.
Okay, well, how many times have I told you that?
Well, you don't think you owe me an explanation of why you lied to me so much?
And you don't owe me an explanation of why you've lied to me so much?
I haven't lied to you so much.
Really?
Obviously, I haven't lied to you anywhere near as what you lied to me. Especially these last 2 months.
So what was your reason to go to Dunkin' Donuts?
I explained that to you a long time ago. I was just stupid.
Yeah? Oh, just stupid.
Do it.
How was you going back to that when you're just going around, trying to go around, explain to me about the stupid shit that you did?
Just do it.
Well, but see, here's the thing, though. I don't owe you an explanation for anything.
And you think I owe you one?
Well, I don't think you owe me anything.
Well, I think you do owe me an explanation of this bullshit.
Well, I don't owe you anything.
You've been leading me on.
Explain it now.
Along so you could gain my trust.
Yes.
Lorne, I have told you.
So you could record me for her?
Lorne, I have told you, as I was saying, and first of all, I'm not recording you. That's thing one. Thing two, I don't owe you anything. Thing three, you never let me get to thing three, so I don't have one. Now, as I was going to say, I don't owe you anything. I have told you so many times to go find somebody who's in your state.
For 7 months. You never told me that. For the last 2 months.
Are a liar.
For the last 2 months.
Lord, I have told you that. I even told you that before I hurt my knee. Remember back when I was so amazing?
How are you not telling me how you did this shit?
Lauren, I don't owe you anything.
Really. Went so far as to get my mom involved just to put it on the internet. You realize how disgusting that is?
Do you realize how disgusting you are? I sit there and I try and help you, right? And I try and get you to admit that you were going to go rape a child. You say, no, I wasn't going to do it. I said, Lorne, it'll make you feel better if you admit it. No, I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to do it.
You're trying to get me to admit it so you can record me for her to put on there.
Lorne, everybody knows you were going to do it. Nobody's trying to record you to get you to admit.
Nobody knew anything. Why did you
know
what was going on? But why are you trying to you're trying to turn the shit all around again? You're famous for doing that. Turn shit around on me.
I'm famous now. That's pretty cool. I get to be famous. And you want to talk about your mom? You always like, well,
Sam Pendleton.
Okay, if you're going to talk, then I'll let you talk. Otherwise,
I'm waiting for you to answer the question.
Okay, again, if you're going to talk over me, I'll just let you talk to yourself.
I want to know how you got involved with her. How did she turn your head so you could do this shit to me?
Now, as I was going to say, you talk about, oh, well, you did this to my mom, and you did this to my mom. And how much money have you borrowed off of your poor 77-year-old mom who's on Social Security? But you don't think about that. You don't think about other things.
When I'm down, she's there. When she doesn't have money, I throw money at her.
When you're down, she's there. So how many times do you... What's it called?
It's called love.
Love. There's a difference between love and having to loan.
I'm not going to explain that shit to you.
As I was saying, there's a difference between love.
You recorded me for her again.
As I was saying, there's a difference between love and having to loan your 47-year-old son money because he drank all of his money.
How about this millionaire therapist that you got? Sam Pendleton.
What?
This millionaire therapist that you got, Sam Pendleton. One with the elevator.
Okay, what about him?
Okay,
what about him? What about him? What about him? What about him?
Pendleton. I know that. I know he played your therapist. That's the same voice. And I was already told that it was Sam Pendleton. Emma's husband.
Okay, what about a millionaire therapist?
Amber's husband.
Okay, what about him?
Why don't you tell me why you lied to me?
Why don't you tell me why you lied to me so many times?
To get me worked up so that you could record me for Emma to put on the internet?
Well, you get yourself worked up. You're an alcoholic. That's what you do.
I believed in you.
Lorne, I have told you many times.
Not to believe in you?
It's not about believing in me. It's about you've never met me. Yes, I give you good advice. I've done that, and I've done a lot of nice...
I've never met you. That means you have to be dishonest and distrustful?
Well, you've never met me. Does that mean you have to call me a bitch, a cunt, a whore, a piece of shit when I don't answer your phone calls at 3 in the morning? Is that how you treat women? Oh, no. That's the old you. The new you...
You turn shit around. Instead of answering questions, you turn shit around. Take responsibility, Ramonuh. Remember you saying that?
Well, I have yet to see you do it. Remember, you tried to rape a kid because you didn't get mac and cheese.
Wow. Boy, I think I'm talking to Emma.
But I'm glad you believe in this pathetic bitch. But you believing in me has nothing to do with anything because you don't believe in me, and I don't need you to.
But I don't now. What reason do I have to believe in you now?
Lorne, I told you.
For the last 2 freaking months.
Lorne, I told you.
You let this thing get you caught up in the web so that she could record and put me on the internet.
But
my mother. Isn't that disgusting? How could you let her do that to you?
Well, she didn't do anything to me. Lorne, I called you to be nice to you. I didn't call you to get a relationship out of it. What the hell? But this is not a relationship.
You into recording me and lying to me.
Well, this is not a relationship.
Not anymore, eh?
Lorne, it never was. You don't know me.
Whose fault is that? Yours, not mine. You've had plenty of time to come up here.
Lorne, I did not want to come up. Lorne, I saw what kind of.
Why don't you tell me the truth?
As I was saying, I saw the kind of person you are, Lorne. I would never want to feel pain. Yeah, you're a violent, angry little man. And why would I want to go hundreds of miles, strangled by a registered sex offender, when I'm sure there's somebody here in my state who will do it
when I get pissed, and that's it.
You what?
So I get a mouth on me when I get pissed, and that's it. I'm far from violent.
Oh, okay. So rewind. Yeah. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so you've got a mouth on you. You've got a mouth on you when you get pissed.
Yep.
That's what you said.
Does.
Okay,
I'm not singled out on that one.
You know what? I have had a lot of real boyfriends in real life. Well, I wouldn't say a lot, but I've had real boyfriends in real life, and I've made them mad because that's what happens. And none of them have ever called me a bitch, a cunt, a piece of shit, a whore. None of them. But then again, none of them had your issues. And what are your issues? Everything that you've done that you won't take responsibility for, like fucking stealing from old people.
Really?
Like fucking going an hour to try to have sex with someone who was underage. Everything that you've done. All these things you've done. Yeah, wow. I can't believe you did that.
I cannot believe you're throwing that shit in my face.
I'm not throwing it in your face, Lorne. These are things that you did, and these are reasons why.
You've been throwing shit in my face the last 2 months.
Lorne, you've thrown stuff in my face for the last however long.
Ever since you got your knee injury, somehow got hooked up with Emma. You've been throwing shit in my face.
Emma and a knee injury have nothing to do with me, have nothing to do with you. What has to do with you...
You like staying up all night long?
It's my choice. What has to do with you, Lorne?
You don't think
it's the fact,
read there?
As I was saying, it's the fact that the therapist is not the only one that thinks you're a loser. Lorne, you've done nothing in life. What did I say to you the other day? Name one thing you've been successful at.
Who's a fucking therapist?
Okay, well, the guy who called you a loser, Lorne.
You mean Sam Pendleton, the guy that you know who Sam Pendleton was?
You are an asshole to the maximum. You are someone who never takes responsibility for what they do. You will always blame other people for the position that you're in.
I always blame other people for fucking...
What?
I will always blame other people for recording me and putting me on the internet.
Okay, so here's the thing, though. Because I think, Dateline was the first to record you, but, yeah, they wouldn't have been recording you if you hadn't shown your dick to a 13-year-old.
There you go. Throw something in my face again. Can't get away from that?
But see, here's the thing, though. You can say whatever you want.
Why aren't you taking responsibility for the wrongs that you've done?
Because I haven't done any.
Really?
In this situation, I haven't.
You haven't lied to me?
Lorne, I have always told you. In fact, how many times have I told you that I loved you? Never. Not one time.
Yeah, you know why? Because you've been playing me. So you can get with Emma and record me and put me on the internet. Isn't that smart? What did you two really get out of that?
Lorne, what did I get out of talking to you? As I was saying, okay, well, I can turn it back on you. What kind of thrill is it to call no good piece of shit? What kind of thrill is it?
What?
I said, what kind of thrill is it to call women no good pieces of shit? What kind of thrill is it to send your dick pic to any woman who will talk to you? What kind of thrill is that?
That's just me being stupid.
So see, you can just explain anything that you do away by saying, "Oh, I was stupid. I'm not now, but I was stupid."
Yeah, what do you want me to say? That was smart? Obviously, it wasn't.
But yet you did it.
Yeah,
And then
you're getting sent to Emma.
do it. Well, there's nothing to do with it. But like I said, you did it, and then you did it again, and then you continue to do it.
How long have you been sending stuff to Emma about me?
Don't ask me questions. I'm asking the questions.
Yeah, I'm asking the questions too. I'm actually the only one that has the right to ask the questions.
Oh, so I don't have the right to ask the questions?
You get the right to. It doesn't mean it is right.
Oh, so it's not, okay.
When you're the one who's been playing me for 9 months.
Well, you've been abusing me for 9 months.
I haven't been abusing you for 9 months.
Oh, okay. So what do we call every single weekend? Like clockwork.
You don't call what you've been doing abusing me?
As I was saying, every single weekend, like clockwork.
Because I come up with that, it's all of a sudden anyway. Because you would be abusing me more than I've been abusing you.
Lorne, all you
answer.
Expect me to sit on the phone with you all goddamn day. I've told you many times, well, get a life, get hobbies, get a job, do things outside of harass me all day.
Really?
Yeah, Lorne, I've told you that many times.
Oh, God. It's amazing.
Why would you think that someone half your age is going to put up with this for longer than I have, but whatever. Why do you think that somebody who's half your age is going to want to deal with this bullshit when there are guys who don't act like this, Lorne? And that's the thing I don't think you understand.
Because I thought you really felt something for me, and you wanted to see me through it.
Lorne, why should some woman in her...
You're the one that said you were going to stick with me.
Wait. Why should some woman in her 20s see you through your issues and she's not
I did not contact you. You contacted me.
Lorne,
I keep saying some woman in her 20s.
Okay,
I contacted you.
I texted you, and then you insisted that I call you, but that wasn't good enough. You wanted to talk to me every single day. I did not want that.
Oh, you didn't? So why'd you keep calling me?
Well, you called me.
Oh, you never called me?
Yes, Lorne, I have called you before, but 9 times out of 10.
That was kind of a two-way street, Tim.
As I was saying, truly, 9 times out of 10, you would call me.
Oh, God.
Truly, 9 times out of 10, you would call me.
Man, amazing how you've done nothing wrong, huh?
Well, what I did wrong was spend hours on the phone with you that I should have been doing other things, I'm sure. I'm sure I could have found better things to do.
You don't think that recording me and giving it to Emma, so she could put it on the internet, you don't think that was wrong?
I didn't record you now.
Oh, so you just had Emma on the phone so she could record me all the time?
As I was saying, and I doubt that she has that kind of time.
Well, she must have had it when you were talking to my mom, telling her all that and things that I had said.
Yeah. Imagine that you thought that your mom was going to come on and say.
How did that happen, Ramonuh?
As I was going to say, you thought that your mom was going to come on and say, "Oh, my son is amazing. Oh,
Hey, you got to turn it around again instead of taking responsibility."
As I was saying, "Oh, my son is amazing. He just wants to. He's just misunderstood." That's probably what you thought she was going to say. And I was going to say, "Oh, well, Lorne, since your mom says that you're amazing, I'm catching the next flight to Maine. Here I come."
Turn it around again so you don't answer the question.
But after this conversation, Lorne, you never have to worry about me calling you ever again.
I know. The only way you're going to be real to me is if you can actually come up here. I can't do anything about it. I told you that. I was being honest with you when I told you.
Well, I'm not coming up to
There's
visit.
nothing I can. Of course not. You're getting all the information you want, so you can give it to Emma to put it on the internet.
Yeah, because my whole life revolves around Emma posting videos on YouTube.
It has for the last 2
money
months.
whatsoever.
It has for the last 2 months. Evidently, it had before that. Somehow, some other shit about that was supposed to be only between me and you wound up on the internet. How's the answer for this happening? Is it just magically winding up in Emma's hands?
I don't know. I don't care. But I don't want.
Your phone got hacked. Sure it did.
Well, Lorne, here's the thing.
You can't take responsibility for the lies that you told me.
Here's the thing, though. For those of you're going to keep talking over me, so go ahead. Go ahead. You're going to keep talking over me, so go ahead. Here, talk to yourself.
Might as well. You don't take responsibility for anything. And when you've done wrong, you certainly don't want to take responsibility for it. And I haven't heard you do it once. I'm done listening to myself talk. Go ahead if you want to.
Oh, thank you for giving me permission to talk.
I'm not giving you permission. I say if you want to. What was yours?
Oh, yeah, thank you. That's real kind of you. I don't need your permission to talk. But see, here's the thing, though. You keep finding yourself in situations because you want to blame me for this and that and whatever.
Any of you guys who are talking shit or who don't like this, fuck off. Fuck off. We don't want you here. Go play around. Go comfort your pedophiles, okay? Fuck you. Say some shit to me in this chat and take a fucking walk right afterwards. I will pause this shit and I will shut it down. So fuck you guys. You don't like it? You can kiss my asshole.
Abusing me, I'm like, oh my God, is this guy out of his fucking mind? Like, why would you think somebody would want to be with that? That is insane. And then you tried to tell me, well, can you just love me? You should try to love me. Why the hell would I love someone who has insulted my nana, who has insulted my family, who has insulted me numerous times? Why would I want to be with that?
Why would I want to be with somebody that's recording me and giving it to Emma? Or allowing Emma to record me? Or lying to me for the last 2 months about don't know who Sam Pendleton is, my therapist. And God knows how many other lies you told me in the last 2 months. Why would I want to be with that? But you don't take responsibility for it, and you constantly tell me I need to take responsibility for my actions. How did Emma ever wind up getting you to do stupid shit like this?
Well, Emma has never gotten me to do anything. I don't do anything I don't want to do.
So you wanted to record me to put me on the internet. You wanted to record my mom to put my mom on the internet.
Lorne, one good thing I have done is I've exposed you. That way women in Maine, when you approach them, they'll know what they're getting themselves into. Because on the outside, I mean, if a woman doesn't have on her glasses, she might think you're cute. And if you talk to her and you tell her about, oh, well, I was sidelined. Dateline is so mean, and and they did this and that to me, and mac and cheese, and meatballs, and big balls, and blue balls, and Santa Claus, and deviled eggs, and Easter egg hunts, and dinner hunts. If you tell them that kind of stuff, they'll believe you because you're very manipulative. Okay, so if she doesn't have her glasses on, she'll think you're cute. If you tell her those things, you can manipulate her, tell her about how Nikki stole from you, et cetera, et cetera. But any woman who hears you call me a bitch, a cunt, a piece of shit, a whore, and no good trash, and still has anything to do with you, she gets what the hell she deserves.
And you don't think that somehow they can connect you with Emma?
What does me and Emma have to do with that?
People on the internet already know They know all about you being hooked up with Emma.
Lorne,
They know you've had connections with Emma. That is about the worst person on the internet to ever have connections with. How could you ever let her talk you into doing stupid shit?
Lorne, nobody talks me into doing anything. Remember how you tried to talk me into going to the bathroom on Christmas Eve?
Wait, what?
You could propose to me while I sit and look at the toilet. Remember that? Remember all the times I was hanging out with my friends? You tried to, walk away from them. To talk to you because you think you're more important than everybody. Remember all the times when you tried to get me to call you.
Remember all the times that I thought our conversations were between me and you, not me and you and the rest of the world.
As I was saying, Lorne, when you start calling women bitches and cunts and sluts, you better be damn proud of what you're saying because it has every right to end up on the internet so no other woman deals with you.
But you know what the sad thing is you actually got me out of doing that.
Lorne, it's not my job to get you out of doing that.
You helped me out in that matter. I'm not going to say you didn't, because you did, except for Emma.
Lorne, it is not my job.
I call her a bitch to the end till the day I die.
I'm sure you will, because that's how you think of women. And I'm sure there's other women. No, but there's other women who you're like that too.
You mean like Nikki? Yep. Anybody that's heartless as that, and cold.
And I guess heartless is what?
They get what they deserve when they want to act like stupid dumbasses.
But what do you deserve? What do you deserve to be called? What do you deserve to be called?
Sometimes I deserve to be called an asshole. Sometimes I deserve to be called a piece of shit. It all depends on the way I act. If I act like a piece of shit, then I deserve to be called a piece of shit. If I act like an asshole, I deserve to be called an asshole. I can handle it.
See, it's not about
bitch, then they can deserve to be called the bitch.
And Lorne, that is why you will never have a girl who truly loves you, because that is who you are. You are somebody who says that kind of stuff about women. You're somebody who doesn't respect women. You don't respect yourself, much less women. You drive drunk.
I don't respect people that screw me over. I have no respect for people that will constantly want to screw people over.
And what about people?
I know what you're going to say.
What?
I know I want to screw her over, and I do plan to pay her back as soon as I can.
You never wanted to screw her over. What?
I said you don't even need to go there because I already know what you were going to say.
No, but first of all, I wasn't even going to say that. But yeah, okay, let's talk about the lady who you owe more money than you'll probably make in the next 5 years.
Oh, geez, thanks for that vote of confidence there. I didn't touch you.
Okay, how long ago did you steal the money, and how much have you paid? Oh God, a whopping $120. Well, she should be down on her knees and sucking your dick for that $120 that you paid her out of $30,000, because you were doing so well. If that was some kind of loan, that $30,000 would now be what, $20 million?
That's you just clever. That's you just a clever one.
What am I, a clever bitch? Say it. Say what you want to say. Say everything you want to say.
Again.
Say it. Say it. Say what you want to say.
Turn shit around again. Always turn shit around on me. Yeah, and take responsibility for your own actions.
Always turning shit around on you. So when I would wake up in the morning with, 300 text messages, 20 voicemails, 50 calls. I mean, those are literally things that you've done to me. And then I would say, Lorne, why'd you do this? Oh, I was drunk. Get over it. That would be your response.
When you weren't drunk, you had him on the phone recording me and my mom. When you was not drunk, You were stone cold sober.
Okay.
Wow. That is far worse than anything I have ever done to you drunk.
Oh, okay. So because something happens to you, something's worse. I see how it is.
To me.
So you
a 77-year-old woman that's never done anything to anybody. Then stop to think about that, huh?
Oh, and about
so wound up in her fucking brain that
you
care
so much
about a 77-year-old woman that's never done
you
anything.
care so much about this 77-year-old woman that you wouldn't return her call. You care her car. You care so much. Her car. Car. How about that? How about that? Car. That's what you were saying. You're saying, no, I'm taking the car. You're not going anywhere.
I did not say that.
You can't. Yes, you did.
You're obviously putting words in my mouth.
Okay, as I was saying, you care so much about this 77-year-old fucking woman that you called her a 77-year-old fucking woman.
I did not. Not in terms you're saying.
Okay, you said a 77-year-old fucking woman.
I said it to you.
Oh, okay, so you can say whatever you want about something like me.
I keep trying off. I turn this around on me again. Don't imagine that one.
Well, I'm not trying to turn anything around on you. I'm just trying to get you to realize what a shitty person you are, and why do you expect so much more than what you give?
I'm a shitty person.
Yes.
You, the one person that I believe in, turn around and record me for Emma to put on the internet, and turn around and record my mom to get to Emma to put on the internet.
You are a shitty person.
But I'm a shitty person.
You are a shitty person because
I'm a shitty person.
If you'd let me speak. Go ahead. Say what you want.
I don't need to say anymore. I already said it.
As I was going to say, you are a shitty person because you have tried to fuck over every demographic. You owe senior citizens money. You tried to fuck a kid. You put your dog on a treadmill. You called a Latina lady a pinche puta, whatever. You said that I sound too intelligent to be black. You didn't say those exact words, but that's what you said. Oh, I didn't know you were black. I would never guess that. Yes, you did. When I told you I was black, you were shocked.
Now you're putting words in my mouth. I said you don't sound like any black woman that I've ever heard. I said you sound more like a white woman.
Okay, I sound like a white woman is racist code for you sound black.
Anything racist about it. It's just the way people talk. There's nothing racist about it.
Lorne.
Well, I cannot believe you're trying to put words in my mouth. Isn't that amazing? If I was racist, do you really think I'd fall in love with the image of a black woman?
Yeah, because you want to put your dick in a racist black woman.
There's nothing racist about me. Literally nothing.
Well, guess what? I did hear from, dear Emma, that you got cut off from the road by a black guy and you called him the N-word.
Well, you heard that, huh?
Yeah, I heard that.
I'm glad you heard that because I never heard it. Of course you heard it from Emma.
It did happen.
She don't lie about anything, does she?
Lorne, why would you have to?
I'm so honest.
Lorne, why would she have to? About that.
Why? Did you think about that?
If she were lying about that, I'm sure she would have thought of something better.
Really? It couldn't happen to be that because you're black, Emma wants to make me look negative to you.
Lorne, you make yourself look negative to me more than anybody else possibly ever could have in the world, in the entire universe, on the planet.
What you've done doesn't make you look negative to me?
Well, I don't care how I look to you. I really don't.
That's obvious. You've shown that in the last 2 months.
Well, good.
How is it she ever talked you into doing this stuff?
Well, she doesn't have to talk me into doing anything.
So you want me to do this stuff?
Lord, I see the type of person that you are. You have not.
Don't see the type of person that I am because you're not here to see me.
Well, you have not.
You are not here to spend time with me in person.
Lorne, I don't need to be in person with you to see that you're a crappy human being. You are abusive in every way. You just thought that you... I know, you're floored. You're floored. You just thought that I was too dumb to see it because of my age.
No. You are so far from the truth, it's unbelievable. You believe what you want to believe. You got Emma on the brain. You had her on the brain. I don't know how the hell she ever talked you into doing stupid shit like this, Bob. And it shocks the hell out of me. Never ever for a minute thought that you would do something like this for her.
Well, I'm not doing this for her.
Especially after you already knew what all the stupid shit she had already done.
Hopefully, as I was saying, hopefully women in Maine are aware of you, because I really would not want a woman in Maine to have, let's say, a guy coworker who she has to constantly hear horse things about.
Maine to be with somebody that just wants an honest woman, huh?
Well, but you're not giving honesty. You're not giving shit. You don't have shit to offer anybody. Women are not stupid.
Oh, let me tell you, I'm not your fake doctor that has so-called millions of dollars, or this fake therapist that has so-called millions of dollars.
Or your fake fucking internet Ramonuh girlfriend, Lorne. This is all fake. What the hell, Lorne? How long does it take you to figure this shit out? Yes, I have a boyfriend. I've had one for years, and it's not you.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I finally got the truth out of you.
I fucking love him to death. And you know what? I'm going to marry someone who's not a registered sex offender. I'm going to be with someone who doesn't try to fuck children.
Are you?
And you know what? And you know what? And you know what? And you know what? No, on Christmas, I was not with my mother and grandmother. That wasn't the year for us to go to my parents' house. We went to his fucking parents' house. And while we're at his fucking parents' house, you're like, hey, I went to Lucy's bathroom. And I'm like, oh, God, if your mother sees this, I don't want her to see my phone. And guess what? I'm not 24. I'm not 25. I'm in my 20s, but guess what? You'll never know where. But guess what? I'm older than 25. But I figured if I was going to be friends with a registered sex offender, I'd have to make it as low as I want. Oh, and guess what? The doctor, the neighbor's cousin, all of that, they never existed. Oh, and finally, you want the biggest shock? My name's not Ramonuh.
It's Tracy.
Ramonuh Quimby. No, it's not even Tracy. Ramonuh Quimby is a girl from books that I used to read when I was a kid. And guess what? Your fake girlfriend is even a child, you kitty fucker.
Is it what? Are you fucking... You call me a kitty fucker. This is why you hooked up with Emma. You've been with Emma ever since fucking day one.
Well, I've been with Emma ever since day -35. I've known her for I don't know how long, watching these videos of you trying to rape a kid. But the point was never for you to fall in love with me. I tried to tell you not to. I tried to tell you many times I don't want to be with you. So you just had to have Ramonuh Quimby and her 8-year-old tight pussy.
I didn't even know who Ramonuh Quimby was. This is just... Yeah, I would rather have had you as an honest friend.
Lord, I tried to be that. You tried.
No, you didn't. You didn't.
Lord,
you wasn't honest from day one.
Lord, I tried to be your friend.
You told me your name was Ramonuh from day one.
Lord,
again. You didn't tell me you had a boyfriend.
You are a horrible person. I tried to be your friend.
You are a horrible person. You're the one that's the
I might be a horrible person. I might be a horrible person, but I didn't steal from the elderly, and I don't have registered sex offender trying to rape a kid on my back.
You really think that I was stole from it? I never meant to do anything that happened with that.
Yeah, you never meant to do it, but you still did it. You still wear condoms. You still giggle like a little 13-year-old. Oh, yeah, that's right. Sitting there, you can bring condoms. Dude, I've got condoms. I have condoms.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's unbelievable that you do this stuff.
It's unbelievable that you would have hooked up with Emma to fucking do any of this shit.
Well, I didn't try to do anything.
And especially to my mother. Why would you do that to my mother?
I feel bad for her. So don't bring her in.
Why didn't you think about that before you put a goddamn voice on the internet?
I feel bad for her because she had
fucking disgusting.
That's what I feel bad for.
That is so fucking disgusting. It's unbelievable. And you know what? That Michelle, her name isn't Michelle, but I'm not going to tell you what her real name is.
I don't care what her real name is.
She's an elderly lady that's married. That's in there right on that said when it came to a point that they put your mother's voice on the internet, that's when I got so upset I had to write to you to let you know what was going on.
Lorne, I have been telling you for months, nobody from the internet wants anything to do with you. You even tried to say, well, if you don't do this, then I'll date Katie or so-and-so from the internet. I'll date this person from the internet. So Lorne,
you even tried to get me to do more on the internet. Where the hell was Emma? Oh, they want to hear from you. They want to hear from you.
Oh, you seem to like doing things.
Kidding me. You're just as disgusting as Emma.
I'm sure I am.